Hi viewers, welcome to another episode of Stay Awesome Van Life. So viewers are on their way out to Coochiemudlo Island, Sunday morning. It's looking pretty good around here. Pretty flat, calm water. It doesn't look like it's too long a ferry ride, so it's pretty cool. And yeah, leaves from Victoria Point in Brisbane and travels to Coochiemudlo. Rather good, enjoy the views. Some just about to hit the berth, got told to sit down. So I'm sitting down waiting for us to moor the ferry up against Coochiemudlo Island. Enjoy. So there's beautiful walking trails that are in the bush. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely incredible. Coochiemudlo?
Yeah.
Oh, how long have you lived here for?
Less than a month.
Less than a month.
Yeah.
What do you reckon about it?
Oh, it's beautiful.
What out of 10?
Oh,
10?
10. Yeah. It's like getting out of civilization.
So viewers, here's the egret, E-G-R-E-T, a deserted boat. Going to give you a bit of a tour of it. Yeah, see what's left on it. Be worth a bit of money, even though it's on Coochiemudlo Beach, stranded like the SS Minnow on Gilligan's Island. So it still has a good propeller on it. These propellers, it's got a split pin that holds it on, have been made of brass. They'd be worth a bit of money just in scrap metal. Heaps of barnacles on the steering, and heaps of barnacles underneath. A few graffiti artists have got hold of it. Let's walk around further, like the stern there, it's still in good nick. I'm not sure what it's made out of. Fiberglass. You can tell by heading it's not a ferrous boat, it's not a concrete boat. Still got the winch on the front for the anchor. I'll have a look at the anchor. The anchor's a beauty. It's like, it's rusted completely into a ball. All this so-called rust-proof metal is no longer rust-proof. That's unbelievable. Hey, help! Skipper! There's still a bit of stuff inside. Yeah, there's I'll give you a look inside there. It's pretty damn good. It's got but because it's Coochiemudlo Island, and there we can see inside more. Oh, it's got water in it. Look at that. It's actually got water sitting in there. So it's obviously watertight. There's the old toilet roll in there too. Yeah, so there's quite a few fittings still left on this. It's worth money. Just shows you how honest the people are on this island, because even that back ladder on the mainland, that wouldn't last. That'd be gone. And the same with this back stainless steel canopy. That'd be gone too. So the story of the egret. If anyone knows what happened with the egret, if the owner actually died, because it got rest in peace on there, so let us know. Leave a comment. And here we have the local beach bar if you want a beer. All these birds around here. Right. Adam and Eve probably lived here. talking to a local resident here. And what's your name?
David Paxton. I used to be the president of the Heritage Society here.
Yeah.
And so I do know a little bit about the island.
Yeah.
Which has this kind of microcosm of Queensland history. And it was first surveyed in about 1885, and blocks came up for sale in 1888.
Yeah.
But nobody was very interested in them. They were 1 acre blocks then. And by sheer good luck, the Surveyor General had decided in 1878 that any land surveyed would have to leave 50 links, about 30 metres at least, between it and between the block and the high tide. And as a result, Coochie, which was surveyed about 7 years later, has a fringe around it where nobody can build, and that makes it unique in Queensland because nobody can own the foreshore, and so it's there for the public. And that gives a quite different attitude to people who live here. They feel as though they belong rather than own their own block. And so we have a huge amount of wildlife, and mainly birds. and we not too many mammals. We get the occasional wallaby, and we've got flying fox, but we have easily 56 species of bird at any one time. But if you're a bird watcher, they tend to find about 120. The most popular one is the curlew, and we have a population here of about over 120, which we count every year, and just to check that they're doing okay, because they are a threatened species. And we've got 850 residents now. It's really shot up in the last few years, especially when Southerners started moving up because of COVID. And it was a real haven during COVID because, as I said, we have a fringe, so recreationally we weren't too badly affected. We could move around without making contact with people. And the population age has gone up to a median of about 62, when it was only 52 10 years ago at the census 10 years ago. And the population has become a lot more, you could say, middle class, and under private ownership.
I heard a rumour that Lauren Bacall had a house here at one point.
She stayed here. The house is in Dawn Street, and it belonged to a solicitor, Needham, and his wife. His wife was also in theatre, and so Lauren Bacall was out here making a film, and after the film was made, they invited her to chill out on the island, and she stayed here for a little while. I've forgotten the year. I seem to think it might have been, no, I better not say. I've forgotten the year.
I know she even drank at the Manly Hotel. She went there once.
We've had Peter Corris, the author, here. Sadly, we've also had Daniel Morecambe's murderer here.
Oh, it's a beautiful island. We're so impressed with the golden beaches, and like you said, no one owns the beaches, so obviously no one's gone and put barges in, taking away all the sand like they have everywhere else. You know?
No, well, that's all protected. And we've got actually three beaches. And the island is virtually square. It's only 132 hectares, and it's about a kilometre north-south and about a kilometre and a half east-west. And on the western shore, we have 7 of the 8 species of mangrove, and they're now recognised as a terribly important blue carbon source.
Oh, really?
And so each year we've begun to have a Mangrove Festival in July, and in the same month we have a reenactment of Flinders Landing in 1799. on the Sunday closest to the 19th of July.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing history.
The island used to be market gardens and fruit, but of course that's all gone under houses now.
Yeah.
And the developers moved in the 60s and cut everything up into 500 square metre blocks. There are a few bigger blocks, but mostly they're 500 square metres, which is really a bit small, but now it's become the norm. The houses all started off very small because in those days there was septic systems, and under the Shire rules, you had to leave a 30% area for soakage, so the houses couldn't be terribly big. But sewerage came in 2007, and that meant people could build bigger houses, and the result has been a lot more money invested in houses than before. And so the old Coochie cottage, which was really fibro and a steel roof, have started to disappear. People are investing a lot more money in their homes, and the homes are getting a lot bigger.
How much average price of a home on?
Around about 400,000 at the moment.
Yeah.
Sales have been over $1 million.
Yeah.
But I guess you could say the spread would be between, let's say, 300,000 and up to, say, 800,000.
Yeah.
As a guide.
And there's a risk factor in living on an island as far as your capital goes?
Well, it's a small market, so it's not. Yeah. It doesn't generate energy by itself.
Yeah.
And when you go to Noosa, say, or the Gold Coast, it's the sheer fact of people buying and selling that's generating the energy, and that doesn't seem to happen here. There's no sort of feeding frenzy driving prices. But having said that, the real constraints are that you are on an island concession, and it's now, I think, $2.30 each way.
Good. And what about if you took your car and took it over and back?
The car is $60 return, so $30 each way. It's gone up slightly, I think. Yep. And you can go on certain days and get a discount. Yep. On Wednesdays you can go over and back for half price, and for $40. And on the weekends you can bring your car over on a Friday and take it back on the Monday, and you'll get about half price as well.
That's brilliant.
Yes, it is quite generous.
And if you had like a van, because this is a Vanlife channel, and you had a van, is there any like place you could park that and stay, like obviously self-contained with all the great?
We don't have any caravan parks, and we don't have camping on the island.
Yeah.
People do bring caravans over, but it's a bit of a hassle because the barges are not roll on, roll off.
Yeah.
So you've got to back the van off, or back it on, depending on which way you're going.
Yeah.
And that can be a hassle, and that's actually why I'm here. I'm doing a bit of practice on my camping trailer.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Because I've got to back it onto the barge tomorrow or the day after.
Okay. So a motorhome wouldn't be able to go on and off safely?
A motorhome's pretty easy, actually.
Oh, okay.
Because, people can back them quite easily.
Yeah.
It's really a caravan that gets hard.
You could day trip, though. It'd be worth it for a day trip, because it'd be nice, spend the whole day and all that. Yeah.
It's also, if there's a group, it becomes very worthwhile to bring your car.
Yeah.
And then you can drive around the island.
Yeah.
We've got the 3 beaches, as I said. It's funny, we in the bay, there aren't too many good swimming beaches. And on Coochie, we've got 3.
I've noticed them, they're beautiful.
Yes. At high tide. At low tide, they're not much fun. Funnily enough, we're the only island without shark enclosures.
Oh, really?
It's as though we've got a bit of a deal running,
Yeah, you haven't had a shark attack anyway, have you?
No, we haven't.
No.
The only danger here is probably stonefish.
Yeah.
There are sharks here. There are bull sharks and some big ones of tigers and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But they stay in the deep channels and don't seem to come into the shallow water.
So guys, I'm lying on the beach now on Coochiemudlo Beach, And I'm going to sign off now. Hope you enjoyed that episode.